You will be tagged and you will love it. This is authored by Riley Wagaman via Off Guardian. As expected, the St. Petersburg International Economic Forum was the hottest anti globalist multipolar traditional RETVRN Values Conference of 2024, possibly of all time. The unipolar world suffered non-stop humiliations during the mind-blowing freedom event. For example, Moscow region Governor Andrei Vorobyov made an incredible BRICS announcement during a titillating panel discussion about the joys of biometrics, causing the dollar to lose 50% of its value against the gold-backed ruble. Biometrics is a tool that gives people better quality and more convenience in certain procedures, keeping them neat and tidy. You don't need any papers or passports. That will all be in the past. Resisting it, in my opinion, is absurd, he said. The governor of Russia's second most populated region, St. Petersburg, explained the inevitable convenience of biometrics, which will replace archaic papers and passports. Nothing is being hidden. They're speaking very frankly. It's all out there in the open. There's even a helpful recap of the panel discussion published by SPIEF. Behold the highlights. I'm for biometrics. Everything I do is based on biometrics. Everything is based on fingerprints because I'm too lazy to carry cards with me, and it's much more convenient to just log in through my face. Pontification and expert panelists said. Now, was the BRICS multipolar happy order incapable of finding a single panelist who had reservations about turning eyeballs into IDs? Igor Ashmanov, a member of the Presidential Council for Development of Civil Society and Human Rights, had to shout his objections from the bleachers because they would not let his dirty anti-biometrics ideas on stage. And according to the Telegram, friends of the blog Simplicius posted a Twitter summary of Igor's very rude, unpopular, unipolar objections to biometrics. I hear completely obscene advertising and nothing more. Governor of Moscow region Andrei Vorobyov tried to retort. I really hope that we will remain under human control with your participation, Igor. And later on, the sidelines of SPIEF, Ashmanov gave his vision of the situation with the introduction of biometrics. Not a single honest thought was expressed here. There was only impudent advertising about convenience, convenience, convenience. Your face is not biometrics, it's just an image or video, and it becomes biometrics when someone attributes it. Hence, I added my personal information there. This must not be done without your consent. Vorobyov does this without your consent. He's breaking the law. So this guy sounds like Edward Slavsquat, great minds think alike. Yes, but Russians like biometrics, the most convenient of all forms of identification, which will replace papers and passports, and you might be saying to yourself, for some weird and tragic reason. People in Russia are narrow-minded and have not yet realized how beautiful, convenient, and progressive biometrics are, and therefore, whether they want it or not, the authorities will introduce it wherever possible. Approximately the same reasoning without these words, but with this meaning, was heard at SPIEF in the section devoted to biometrics. And at first the presenter of Russia's 24 channel, Maria Kudryavtseva, advertised biometrics, showing how she enters the unified biometric system using her face, and even the greeting, "Hello, Maria," appeared there, which she enthusiastically shows to the audience. At the same time, there was a feeling of a white gentleman showing digital beads to local natives, and the whole discussion came down to one thing: intrusive advertising. It's characteristic that the governor of the Moscow region, Andrei Vorobyov, who is a public servant but showed himself to be a business lobbyist, was also involved in this. And with this artificial intelligence in healthcare, the panel included not only proponents of biometrics, those who might object were simply not invited. Those present were mainly engaged in advertising. Old people do not understand the digital world, but young people were already born with a gadget in their hand and they're very flexible, progressive, and digital. They understand how convenient, cool, and fast it is. In general, the conversation became very revealing in its vacuity and disregard of the position of the citizens. Vorobiev spoke as if he had gone back in time 100 years ago and was telling backward people of the past about the wonders of technology of the future. And here's just a few of his quotes. You don't need a paper passport. This is all this will be the thing of the past. It's absurd to resist it. We all already use biometrics, including children at school. It's convenient. You don't need to twist anything. You just look and that's it, said Vorobiev. It's characteristic that one of the main experts in the field of artificial intelligence in the country, a member of the Human Rights Council, Igor Ashmanov, was not invited to the section, who was forced to make remarks from the audience several times, and the section participants politely drew attention to the fact that someone might disagree. So when Lebedev said that all people are for biometrics, he objected that this was not true. And when they started talking about different points of view, he very briefly but accurately described what was happening. You have not invited anyone to the Presidium. You're all blowing the same tune. As a member of the Presidential Human Rights Council, I hear completely obscene advertising and nothing more, said Ashmanov. What's wrong with this freak? So this is how things are going in Russia, it seems. This is written by Raleigh Wagamane via Off Guardian, and it's on Zero Hedge. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.